Hello, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Okay, that just fully jumped out. Let's see. 7 of Crystals, options and results coming through. So this is your mid-month reading. And we are, just moving from Aries season into Taurus season. There is the new moon in Aries that's coming through. Second new moon in Aries on the last day of Aries season, which is going to be an eclipse. So at 29 degrees of Aries, it's a fire sign. Jupiter's also going to be at 23 degrees of Aries. So that's going to be trining your energy as well. And Jupiter is your planetary ruler. So a lot of positive things can come out of that eclipse. And as you know, eclipses can bring reset. They can bring change, unexpected change. And this can happen up to 6 months after the eclipse. But we move straight into the very next day, we move straight into Taurus season and a Mercury retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which is what I'm getting here for the 7 of Crystals, options and results. So 7s are all about reevaluating. This is the 7 of Pentacles, which is a very Taurian kind of energy. So I love this little positive aardvark. I'm moving forward on my journey, but I'm kind of looking at the options in front of me and working out, am I getting the results that I'm looking for at this moment in time? So there's potential an evaluation process that's going on, but still a sense of the sun is shining, feeling very positive. So things are still flowing, which is nice. So let's see what else is shifting and changing for you. Ooh, Wand Princess, Fire Palace. We love it. I actually feel like this is kind of like the little journey that the aardvark's going on here. It's like, ooh, going off exploring, off on a bit of an adventure. The Wand Princess is the Page of Wands. This is like feeling quite inspired. This could be something new or a new experience or a new passion or just feeling good, something new and fresh. So it's like something sparked your interest or sparked your attention in some way, shape or form, or sparked. There's been something, you've been kind of lit up with something here. And it's like, yeah, I'm going off and I'm going to go and see what other options are out there and what can happen as a result of this. So it feels like, a new path is opening, going exploring, which feels nice. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Sagittarius. And so I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all 3 of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a more holistic view, a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Sagittarius. Just take what feels right, leave the rest, trust your intuition. And there is no extended reading for the mid-months, but there will be for the monthlies. And also love it if you'd like to check out the beautiful Patreon community that we are building and growing at this moment in time. There's so much happening with that. Live healings, tutorials and workshops, how to work with energy, access to all the extended readings for the monthlies. Love it if you check that out. We always need more Saggy energy. The link for that is in the description box below. We have the King of Wands, okay, the King of Fire. Beautiful. I love it. Crossed by the Page of Swords. So let's see. The Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of fire and earth in this reading, as you would expect. The Ace of Swords. Ooh, they're getting very clear. The Knight of Wands. That's the Sagittarius energy. So you got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. You're moving into action stations here for you, potentially feeling very motivated and inspired. The King of Swords, but you're using your head very clearly and wisely, which is good. Ooh, the Empress is around. Some abundance, some good results coming in with the Empress. Very nice. That's Venus coming through, and Venus does rule Taurus. Justice card, okay. Hopes and fears. Do you want a new contract or don't you? Or change to a contract, because there's some contractual stuff coming in here. Ace of Swords can represent a contract. Justice can represent a contract. 4 of Swords. Okay, that's the Mercury retrograde energy as well. Taking it slow. And, ooh, the World. Okay, stepping out into the world. We love it. 2 of Pentacles. Now, you might find yourself busy. You might have more than one thing going on here for you, Sagittarius. The 2 of Pentacles can be where your energies are feeling a bit stretched. You're juggling a whole heap of things. But I feel like there's just so much you want to do here. It's like, woo. I want to do it all. So we're crossed by the King. Oh, no, you're not crossed by the King of Wands. You are turning up as the King of Fire. So ready to take action. This is the Divine Masculine. This is a very kind of Aries-like energy as well. So I feel like there's something being very like a fire that's been lit inside of you with this Aries new moon. There's some sort of new direction, new path, new motivation, new goal that's coming out of it. So set a new intention, but listen to that fire within, that thing that you're getting excited about. Listen to that because you're wanting to take action on it. It may be that crossed by the Page of Swords, it may be that you still haven't kind of worked out all the ideas around it, or it's just all very new. You haven't come up with the solutions yet, or that there's still a lot you're learning about this. So I just feel like the picture inside your mind is still forming here, but that's okay because you've got the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting really clear inside your head. You're getting clear inside your head. In your conscious mind, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So this is actually the card of nurturing some kind of stability here, or something that you want to grow and to be stable in your life. So this could be money, it could be around the home, it could be around your health, it could be around your work and career, it could be a relationship, it could just be your relationship with you even, but there's something here that you're really wanting to nurture and ground down and be stable. You want some sort of stability around it that's coming through here. This could be an earth sign that you're thinking about here. There's Capricorn, there's Virgo, there's Taurus. So there could be an earth sign in your mind that you're thinking about here with this Queen of Pentacles. But yeah, I feel like mostly it's like getting inspired, but about what you can do in the material realm here is something that's really important. So at the base, you've got the Ace of Swords. You know, what's happening deep down inside of you is clarity. Getting super, like there's this moment of clarity, or just getting really super clear, or just understanding the truth and going, right, this is how I want to move forward. So it just feels very like clear and aligned, and it just feels really good, Sagittarius. So the Ace of Swords could be like a brilliant idea that comes in. It could be like, I want to start this new form of, you know, it could be a brilliant idea that's motivating you, moving you forward. But the Ace of Swords can be the start of a new form of communication. So it could be the start of learning, studying. It could be the start of a conversation that you're having with somebody. So that's an important conversation because it's here with the King of Swords as well. So I feel like, you know, this element of communication is working so clearly for you. And if there's something where you kind of like, I haven't worked out the new idea or I haven't found the solution yet, it's like you can find that. It's coming. So we have in the recent past the Knight of Wands. This is the card of Sagittarius. Positive, wanting to bring in some kind of positive change, feeling really motivated and optimistic and hopeful for positive change. Like I said, your planetary ruler Jupiter, which is a very hopeful and optimistic sign that wants to bring opportunities to potentially opportunities for learning and expansion and growing in some way, shape or form, has been in Aries. So that's a fellow fire sign. It's going to be having a lovely, it's going to be really helping you out and trining your energy, which is a positive aspect, being fellow fire signs. So I feel like there's a sense of hope, optimism, that wanting to bring in some kind of positive change. So I like how you're kind of working with this because there's a lot of, you're bringing in a lot of the earth element of Taurus as well. That is like, we're not just getting excited about these ideas and getting motivated about it. I'm actually doing it. I'm actually working out the how. How is this going to happen? Want to make this a concrete reality. In the near future, we've got the Six of Swords. So this is the card of travel for some of you. You know, it's got this sense of you're traveling over new territory, or traveling over, there's this sense of traveling, but this can be metaphorical travel because I kind of get as well, like the Six of Swords is when you're transitioning, moving on from something. You're leaving an old drama behind and finding peace within a situation and clarity within a situation, which is really nice. So I feel like, leave the drama behind. That seems good. And the element of air, it's good. It's feeling good here. You're turning up as the King of Swords, the King of Air. It's, very, very rational and almost emotionally detached. It's the only, we don't have any cups here in the reading. There's no water or emotions or intuition that's coming through here. It's all action, fire, air, and earth. So it's kind of like being almost very pragmatic and practical. It's like the King of Swords is Aquarius energy. It's somebody who's the decision maker, making a lot of decisions, choices, being very rational about it, very detached emotionally from some things, because that's what's needed to make these decisions that are coming in. Doesn't mean you don't understand other people's emotions or you're not connected to them, but it's almost like you're inside your head really clearly. You have to kind of be making some very, very clear decisions here, or making a very clear plan. So you are the King of Swords. It's like I've got these ideas and I'm ready to kind of make them happen or put them out there or create them or act on them in some way, shape or form, or these plans. So it's very much, action orientated, getting the plans happening, moving forward. But I feel like there's a few things you're still working out along the way. It's a little bit like where you're going, but there's still things that you kind of... So they show me it's like you're reading the map on the way. It's like, I know I have to head in that direction, but, I'll work out how to get there when I get to a certain point. So, yeah, it's like you're reading. You haven't got a sort of destination in mind, but or maybe you do have a longer term destination, but the actual way that you're going to get there is like, okay, I'm just heading off this way and we'll work it out along the way. So the energy surrounding you is the Empress. There's a lot of opportunity and abundance around. This is reaping the harvest. This is Venus bringing in abundance and bringing in things that you can be enjoyment, things that you really enjoy doing. So this can even be luxury. The Empress with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords can be some kind of luxury travel that comes through here, or travel that's just, something that you really enjoy doing. So it doesn't have to necessarily be luxury, but there's a sense of just being very connected to the earth and very grounded, connected to the earth, your body, and grounded. And that feels like an important energy that's coming through. So yeah, any kind of travel I think is actually really positive, even though we do have Mercury retrograde. So the Six of Swords might be going back over old ground. But yeah, I feel like that's a positive energy coming through here. Hopes and fears, we've got the Justice card. So this is a contractual agreement, whether this is like a legal agreement or whether this is like, a work agreement, something to do with your housing situation, a financial agreement, or it could be just an agreement between you and somebody else, like a interpersonal agreement. But there's some sort of a contract around here. Do you want it or not? That's the thing that potentially you might be thinking about, because I see you having a big, deep think about something here. You kind of like, okay, moving forward, what are the things, the contractual agreements around me that I'm wanting to rework, redo, or step into, or walk away from, or so I feel like there's a lot of like this kind of reevaluation energy, because we come as the outcome, we've got the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This is having the Four of Swords and the World card is having a really deep think about the direction that you're heading in here, the longer term direction. 5, 10, 15, 20 years time. What's happening now that is moving you forward into somewhere that you want to be further down the track? That's it. Kind of, there's a few different things that are happening with this, because I feel like things are moving forward, but there's the things that are right in front of you now, but there's also the things that are further down the track. And it's almost like you've got both of these things on your mind, which is this Two of Pentacles. I'm juggling two energies. One is the immediate future and what's happening right now, and one is the longer term future and the plans I have for that. And it kind of feels like you've got a lot on your plate with this, Sagittarius. But the Knight of Pentacles is saying it's moving forward slowly. It's have some time out, rest. Even like if you're going away, make sure it's like if it's a holiday, it's like this is a retreat or a rest, or take some time out with the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is slow-moving energy. It's longer cycles. And the Four of Swords is like understanding, and there could be mindset shifts around that, about what's going on, having deep thinks about it. But we do have the World card, which is saying that there is a sense of something is ending and completing. It's potentially like understanding. There is a cycle at this moment that, again, they show me two things. Okay, so there's a cycle at the moment that is ending and completing with the World card. But there's also the longer term cycle that you're thinking further down the track. Where do I want to get to? What's the completion, the end goal with the World card? So I feel like something is slowly stepping out into the world now and being kind of tested and evaluated at this moment in time. But it feels like it's really important to keep an eye on what that end goal is. So I feel like the Mercury retrograde energy is more about the immediate future, about what's happening right now, and especially like looking at things to do with financial future, what's happening with your money, where you want to live, what's happening with your health, things like that can be coming through. And, there's this sense of quality that wants to come through with it, like quality and things that are well made and built to last. So what is in your life at this moment in time, whether it's a relationship, a house, a career, that you're actually doing the groundwork at this moment in time. Where are you seeing this heading? It's something that is wanting to be built to last. So that's kind of the energy. I feel like there's a lot of, like I said, evaluation and thought being put into that. So we have as overall energy the Two of Pentacles, which is very much, it's a balancing act. It's, you've got a lot on your plate. You're definitely going to be, this is when you've got a job and a side hustle, or you've got two people that are wanting your attention, or you just, you've got to try and get the work-life balance thing happening. So it's very much, a bit of a balancing act with all these things that you're working with at this moment in time. But it also feels kind of necessary, like you want all of that on your plate. So let's pull an affirmation card for you. Okay, I wanted to take them away, and they were like, no, read them out. I'm like, oh, okay. So this says, I'm at peace with my age. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I'm always the perfect age for where I am in life. And that's kind of that sense of, I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, this sort of assessment of where you're at. And it may be related to your age. Where am I at this moment in time, but where am I going to be in the future kind of thing. So, but yeah, each age has its own special joys and experiences. So it's about finding that. It says, I prosper wherever I turn. We love that. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I'm blessed and prospered. So, we've got the Empress coming out, and it is saying that there are opportunities around. The Wand Princess is going after them as well, and you're getting the clarity with the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords, what you're saying yes to and what plans you're agreeing to and what you're not. So it's very much, having to make a lot of decisions. This says, I open new doors to life. That is the Jupiter coming in and saying, I'm opening new doors for Sagittarius. What do you want to walk down? Because I feel like the Knight of Wands is a new door. The Six of Swords is a new door. The Wand Princess wants to walk through a new door. The Seven of Crystals is off on its own, a different adventure. Like there's a whole heap of different things that could be happening here. It's not just one opportunity. It might be like, 4 or 5 that are on your plate at this moment. So it says, I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. So it is a little bit like that little aardvark going along on the journey, just trusting that this is the right path that you're going on, or paths, and to, be very quite positive and optimistic about it. I balance my masculine and feminine sides. This is interesting because the Two of Pentacles is, like I said, a balancing act. So the masculine feels quite dominant here in that we've got the two kings, but then we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. So I guess it does balance out a little bit. And it is about, nurturing what's going on inside of you with the actions that you're taking, the inner reflecting the outer. So it says, the masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace and all is well. So it actually does feel pretty balanced here. And this one says the past is over. This is a new day, one that I have never lived before. That's that Wand Princess, Fire Palace, and the Seven of Crystals. That's what those two energies are like. I'm just off into something new here. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. And that's kind of the energy I get, that there's something about the journey and the places and the new opportunities that are coming in that they're saying they want you to enjoy the journey, enjoy every moment. There's a lot of pleasure and enjoyment that's coming through with this, with the Empress being around. So yeah, make the most of this energy. Oh, we've got beautiful, the little turtle. I love this little turtle. And this turtle is all about things that are good for your soul. The turtle returns to the ocean, a place that feels like it's its home. It's like on this beautiful journey. And we were saying that we didn't have the water here, but that's what the turtle is. It lives in the ocean, which represents the ocean full of life, full of things that could be really deeply fulfilling, actually. But it's a sense of coming back to the source, coming back home. And yeah, this turtle feels like, I feel like I just want to dive in deep into the ocean. So it's kind of like there's something that you're potentially going to really want to throw yourself into and just go deep into here that, it feels like it could be a longer term journey attached to it, but also feels like, there's abundance and enjoyment and prosperity perhaps attached to it as well. So it feels very inspired and it just feels good, like, moving forward and doing things that you want to be doing. And so, this just feels good for me, Sagittarius. So that's your reading for mid-month. So, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. It helps with the growth of the channel and I truly appreciate it. If you'd love to look and check out the beautiful Patreon community that we're building and growing and all the extra content that's going on in there, I'd love it if you check that out. The link is in the description box below. And take care, Sagittarius.